Over the next few months, author of Kabbalah Love, Rabbi Zevi Weinberg, will share various concepts with us on optimizing our relationships with family and friends. And he'll provide some practical tools that we can implement in our daily lives.
Kabbalah is a very ancient wisdom. It dates back to actually the giving of the Torah by God on Mount Sinai. Now, in everything that exists, there's a body and a soul. For example, if you see me speaking to you, there must be a soul. There's a beautiful little story that describes the difference between a body and a soul. There was once a great rabbi when he was a little boy, and he was playing on his grandfather's lap, and his grandfather said, "Where's Grandpa?" So he pointed to his grandpa, and he said, "No, that's Grandpa's nose." So he pointed again, and he said, "No, that's Grandpa's eyes." The little boy, who was very bright and precocious, he left the room, and as he left the room, he began to cry. And his grandfather came running over, and he turned and he says, "That's Grandpa." The body is what you see. The soul is what it is. Kabbalah Love is based on a single line. This line comes from Rabbi Yisrael Baal Shem Tov. Fear no one but God and love everyone with all your heart and soul. Now, it seems like a very simple sentence, but what compelled me to write this book was another sentence. While I was reading the Tanya one day, I came across a line, and the line said that everything we think, everything we say, and everything we do comes either from fear or from love. Let me give you an example. What is a soul? The Kabbalists teach us that a soul has 5 levels to it. The essence of a soul, of course, is God, the essence of all things. But the soul, if you took a candle from a flame and you have now a separate candle, so now you have something that comes from the first but sees itself as a new thing. So too, we all, though in essence come from God, we see ourselves as independent beings, and within the soul we have 5 levels. The first level is called Yechida, the level of pleasure. We enjoy pleasure. The second level is called Rotzain, which means desire. Fundamentally, just as we enjoy pleasure, we don't want to be in pain. Then the soul has 2 major abilities. It has the mind, which is the ability to think, and it has the heart, which is the ability to feel. Now, once we have a feeling, let's use something that we can all relate to. We all feel like we need to eat sometimes. That feeling turns into a thought. The thought can turn into speech. For example, pass me the Coke. And the speech can turn into an action. I take the Coke and I drink the Coke. Now, what's quite amazing is that if you think about ourselves, for example, that we're like a computer. A computer has 4 major parts. It has a screen. It has the hard drive that stores software programs. You have a keyboard. The keyboard is how you communicate with the software programs, as well as the fact that you have, in every single computer, energy, the actual, so to say, life of the computer. So too, imagine our soul as being the life force. Now, what is in our heart is like what is in the hard drive. That's a program. But what is in your head, ironically, is not necessarily what it is that you see. What it is in your head is more what it is that you choose to see. And the 2 software programs that mainly run our life is fear and love. As you join me over the next few months, we will discuss how you can use your keyboard or pretend it's a remote to engage in love and to switch off fear. And of course, when you love others, others will love you back.